you see that too?
Papa?
What is it?
Don't ask me.
Oh, please.
I'm scared.
Run like the wind.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. But I hadn't thought that it's a fucking disgrace. You're interfering, old butt, my lord, Ma, or a Sid.
Call me what you want. It doesn't change all the urgency of the message I bring.
Before I agree to... I'd have you answer, what do you stand?
I won't deny that I might benefit, but I seek a new beginning for Oliver. And while the choices I've made, I know I made them for the right reason. For so long, when it should have been our decision, but in order to take it...
Certainly not the words I expected from an... You are, no. I'll never hear the end of it. All right. Next, I'll make contact with my count...
Thank you for...
But they...
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sensitive... We will need an...
I'm flattered, and I have what we need.
Is that so? And...
Of a different kind, perhaps.
I suppose we'll all have to find...
I shall.
My lord, your lord...
And I will see them very... An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin. Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me. Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands.
I know it's a lot to...
And you'd have me give up what little the people of Lostwing are. You'll have to find someone...
I'm sorry to...
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who will see that the great...
It's not that.
Then what is it?
You know that.
Then what are... That only we are worse? Why turn your back on everyone else? Who's to say you...
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder...
So you'll join... Field Marshal Havel. I can arrange...
That would be very much... I hear the roads...
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Uncle, the Field Marshal... Rutherford is accompanying him back to you. They will await you.
One other.
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm... He asked if I might have a solution.
One of...
Master Quentin would probably call me one of...
Another out. Just the thing we need to put these rotten... Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the...
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can... You still haven't mentioned...
Oh, don't you worry. The Seven High House... They have all agreed to make the most... generous. Oh, of course, it did take a... But luckily I had...
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumour?
It was more of a...
Well, she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next... And when the other houses saw the pot... Now, join us there.
Of course.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun?
You'll find another bloody road. That is, unless you'd have them turn...
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a bandicoot. My soldiers act... They'll be dead.
Perhaps I might suggest, though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, allow them to make port and... but I'm sure two such firm... Rutherford spoke for...
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the...
And what kind of company you expect?
Criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this...
Upstanding.
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin? What we seek here is not to create a... We wish simply to bring... And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals. There will be disagreements, yes. If we show them the fate of the world lies in my nephew's hand, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the... For what great... Citizens of Valisthea! Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role. We shall play our parts to the best of our... The realm needs its... I want you to...
I will.
Your Grace, my lord.
Cyril.
Yes. If you would do us...
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive short...
The day before we left.
What are these plans? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor. The former bear the complete emancipation. But your father's dream did not end with the blight spreading ever more.
He wished to see men, and small wonder he did not think it...
But he thought it achievable, nor would he have... Those who would have stood...
It's a pity.
'Tis true, but one, at least.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better, after all.
And where is...
She awaits you.
Thank you, sir. Shall we then?
Lord Marquis?
What is it?
One of our brethren. He sent an...
Was he
No. An ancient by gaining an...
And so you...
Fully. I entrusted the mission, though he has been... Yet, for as you...
But Ash is a bit...
Perhaps. Mickleburg was its... It lies, if...
All right.
You are... Go then, with my hope.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
My lord. I am Goditha. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn,
Lift up your head. You have our gratitude.
I merely did
My lady, what exactly is...
As I'm sure you know,
Indeed it had.
and had he lived to see it, he would have presented... Alas. He had intended to claim the Heartstone, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me. It was your father's wish, but with his grace long since... You are grown men now. And while I would not presume, I know that...
Thank you. What say? What else? Of course, my...
I am...
Do you know where we might...
I do. It is found in the bellies of... We do at least know where to...
A certain spec?
You are most perceptive. In fact, this is the... Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield...
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? Of course. A fine choice. Anything else?
Let's go.
Faster!
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is.
The House Rosfield.
Nice try. Too slow. Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Oh, thank the Griffin is...
And the Heartstone?
Yes, this radiant light. Thank you, my lord. Your father would be...
Lady Goditha, the lapidary.
Thank you, sir. If you would excuse... The armbands, pray. Heartstone is harder and more endure. And the graven vines encircle.
It's a message. Enemies who would thwart it.
And only if we stood together.
Indeed. But this was... it was a...
Thank you for remain...
Forgive me, there is something that the Undying told me that after Father died, even if the armbands wait, so...
Because I was the keeper of the vault, of the deep Lurvy house. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I tried to warn. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my...
And thank the...
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. And so he informed me that his grace...
Lady Goditha.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming back to us.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to...
It is.
If you would permit me to let him see that...
I suppose. What do you say?
I think I was hoping to be able to offer...
Your father's helm, since the day we recovered, I prithee claim it. And I do not doubt that...
Thank you, sir. Come on, Clive. Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. We've overcome Father's political enemies. That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward, then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For sharing Lubor's ill-gotten.
Here to help me? Thanks.
You're really good.
I am, but
if it's with him.
It's the children, and if I leave them here, I can think of only one.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the League of Outlaws encampment.
What?
Every last one of the bastards.
And it's a one. We need to have... Ferda, gather the Akashic Mace. Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, take the children, stay with... Tell them to...
Understood.
I'll do what I can. You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
What do you want?
To pass on an import. There's been an ether flood. The camp with the so-called League of Outlaws, they're no longer just banded. You need to begin
Oh, do we?
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe.
But why would he lie about it?
Some twisted If he had not been unmasked, he may well have a great honor. One he might...
Lord Underhill, Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. If there is any...
There isn't. You can be... Now, be off with...
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferd.
Cid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and they've convinced themselves that a bloody fool, which means the town guard. But I can. You only have to...
I appreciate it.
Cid!
Victor?
I couldn't abandon, and Lubor isn't...
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far away!
Run!
Just go on, Bearer!
Yeah. Yeah.
Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming. Go.
Come on! Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred, the place had been abandoned until now they're all
They are with the bandits and these creatures. The town guard, both forces, and Conrad.
Always.
I leave the selection and the command of our consider it
as you.
Natalie, and as long as we survive, our riches can.
Very well.
Where do I?
Where else? I would like you to travel to the main host is most likely still.
A little guard? Luckily.
So you. Alright then. Now it.
Looks like everyone's ready.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? Can't leave a single one alive.
Farewell.
The League is I should get back to...
All the Akashic seems that my last of them hit Lubo.
Sit.
Clyde.
It's done.
I knew.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde, and we need victory.
Lubor, after all you have...
But we did. We only hope.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil. So...
You do remember...
We do. It is a stain on ours.
I see. But I will only...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything if the town guard and the... Unity is the key to defending Dal. When that time comes...
Of course.
And... You will accept that the mistreatment of any bearer within our... They will not be judged by what...
As we failed...
We agree to...
Condition. Well then. How not so long and now here. Fear not. I would sooner face another.
I don't doubt. And not just...
Can't have